It's the early 1900s. Women are corseted into S-bends, their hair is piled high, and dancing is, well, pretty stiff and formal. Then a whirlwind of energy hits the scene, and her name is Irene Castle. Before there were influencers, there was Irene. Alongside her husband Vernon, she didn't just dance, they completely transformed the culture around it. Imagine walking into a ballroom and instead of a stuffy waltz, you see people doing something called the turkey trot, or the grizzly bear. It sounds wild, and it was. The Castles took these fun ragtime dances, refined them, and made them elegant and accessible to everyone. Suddenly, social dancing was the hottest thing to do, and the Castles were its king and queen. They opened dance schools, starred in Broadway shows, and became America's sweethearts. Irene's influence went way beyond the dance floor. She was a fashion revolutionary. Tired of those restrictive, heavy clothes, she chopped off the long skirts, popularizing shorter, fuller hemlines that actually let you move. And the corsets. She traded them for looser, more comfortable, elasticized versions. But her most iconic move? Her hair. One day, getting ready for a trip, she just decided to chop it all off into a short, boyish bob. The world was shocked, and then completely obsessed. The castle bob became the hairstyle of the decade, a symbol of a new modern woman. Irene, with her flowing dresses and chic short hair, was basically the prototype for the 1920s flapper. Years before anyone had even heard the term, she was setting trends without even trying. Tragically, this fairy tale chapter came to a sudden end. Vernon, a flight instructor during World War I, died in a plane crash in 1918. Irene was left a widow at just 24. The whole world mourned with her. She tried to continue on her own, starring in silent films, but the spark she had with Vernon was gone. So what do you do when you've already changed the world of dance and fashion by your mid-20s? Well, if you're Irene Castle, you find a new passion, and for her that passion was animals. Irene had always loved animals, often posing with her favorite dog or monkey, but in her later years, she dedicated her life to them. In 1928, she founded an animal sanctuary in Illinois called Orphans of the Storm. It became one of the first and most respected no-kill shelters in the entire country. So when you think of Irene Castle, don't just think of a dancer. Think of the woman who taught America to dance, who freed women from corsets and gave them the bob, who defined an era of glamour and then quietly dedicated the rest of her life to a cause she believed in. She was a trendsetter, a star, and a true pioneer, whose legacy isn't just in old photos and films, but in every happy bark and meow from the shelter she built.